Hello everyone. In this lecture I am going to discuss about the diode applications, in which I will discuss half wave rectifier. So first of all, what is rectifier? Rectifier is a device which is used for rectification purpose. Now what is rectification? The process of AC to DC conversion is known as rectification. So how will I convert this AC signal into the DC signal? For conversion of AC to DC signal, there are two type of rectifiers available, but then those two types of rectifier is half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. In case of half wave rectifier, the number of ripples are present at the output of rectifier. So the need of so we use the full wave rectifier. But for smoothing the output of the rectifier, whether it may be half wave or full wave, the output of any rectifier, we can use the filter. So where will we use the filter for smoothing the output? Whenever I am using the rectifier circuit in any circuit, I mean to say the frequent use of rectifier is in charger of the mobile phone. In charger of the mobile phone, we can see that there is a transformer and there is a rectifier circuit, and for getting the pure DC signal or for getting the smooth signal output, smooth output of the rectifier, we will apply the filter at the output of the rectifier circuit, so that we will get the almost, or you can say the DC signal. So here in half wave rectifier circuit, basically the circuit contains a step down transformer and input is applied. A circuit contains a step down transformer. The circuit is like this. Or you can say this is R. Here I have used R, so I will use here R. This is the diode D, and here I will apply the AC signal, or you can say 220 volts 50 hertz supply. When we will apply a step down transformer to the AC input or 220 volts 50 hertz supply, we will step down the input signal, or this transformer is used for coupling the AC signal to the input of the rectifier circuit. So in this circuit I have seen this part of the circuit. So at here I can say that I will apply the original input, this Vi, to this rectifier circuit. So in this rectifier circuit, one diode is used and one resistance is used. So here you can say that the input applied, you can see that the input applied is AC input signal, and in this AC input signal we will apply first the positive half cycle. I am writing here plus, and for negative half cycle I am writing here negative. So when we will apply the positive half cycle, this is the circuit for positive half cycle. When we will apply the positive half cycle, this diode will conduct. How this diode will conduct? For positive half cycle, I will consider that the positive sign will come here and negative sign will come here. So the P type of the PN junction diode, the P side of the PN junction diode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and N side of the PN junction diode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So here I have considered that this diode is ideal diode, and if this diode is ideal diode, then it will behave as a short circuit. When this diode behaves as a short circuit, the output across the load resistance R is equal to the whatever the input I have applied at the input side. So what I have applied for the positive half cycle, I have applied this input for the positive half cycle. So at the output we will get this half cycle. Similarly for the negative half cycle, I will consider here for understanding purpose, I will consider here that the negative sign will come here and positive sign will come here. So you can say that this diode is reverse bias and it behaves as an open circuit. When this diode is reverse bias, the output across this load resistance R will be equal to 0, because the current flowing through this resistance will be 0. So in this way you can say that for the positive half cycle I am getting the same input waveform that I have applied, but for the negative half cycle I am getting the 0 output. This is the complete, this is the input waveform and this is the output waveform. As I have already discussed that for positive half cycle I am getting the same input waveform, but for negative half cycle I am getting this, I am getting the 0 output. So it has been seen that it has been shown here that the output is 0. So for analyzing this output and input waveform, or how this circuit is, how much this circuit is efficient to convert the AC signal into the DC signal, and what is the efficiency of this rectifier circuit, I will derive various parameters. So because the rectifier circuit is converting the AC signal into the DC signal, so what will be the DC value for the output of the rectifier circuit, and what will be the average value for this output rectifier circuit. For getting the DC value of this rectifier circuit, what will I do? This is the input waveform, this is the output waveform. I am taking the waveform for a one cycle. You can see that from 0 to this point, or you can say for one time period, this positive half, for the one time period I am getting the positive half cycle for the positive half cycle, and for a negative half cycle I am getting 0. The same is repeating after this particular time period t. So I am considering this output waveform only for one time period. So I have made this half cycle, I have made this output waveform for I am writing here, this is maximum value Vm, this is 0, this is t by 2 and this is t. This is the output waveform omega t and omega t. Now I can see here that if the input waveform is, if the output equation for the input waveform is Vi is equal to Vm sin omega t, then what will be the output equation? I am getting the same input waveform for the positive half cycle. It means for half time period I am getting the same waveform, but for t by 2 to t time period I am getting the 0 output. So I will write here V naught is equal to Vm sin omega t for period 0 to t by 2, and for t by 2 to t the output is 0. So I am writing here 0 for t by 2 to t. This is the mathematical expression for the output waveform of the half wave rectifier. Now I have to find the DC value of the output voltage. So how will I find the DC value? For finding the DC value of the any waveform, DC value or average value. What will be the DC value or average value? VDC, I will denote this by VDC or V average. is nothing but the area under the curve divided by the base. So, I am interested only for one time period. This waveform will be repeated after one time period. So, I will find the DC value for a one time period, and I will say that this will be the DC value of the output of the half wave rectifier. So, what will be the DC value of the half wave rectifier? I have to find the area under the curve. What will be the area under the curve for one time period? 0 to t V naught d omega t divided by base. Base is nothing but the time period. So, I am writing here divided by t. Now, it is clear from this equation that the period of this waveform is nothing but 2 pi. So, the what will be the value of t by 2? T by 2 is nothing but pi. So, I am writing this equation in terms of the output equation, because the output equation is defined for half time period or 0 to t by 2 is Vm sin omega t, and for t by 2 to t is 0. So, I am writing here 0 to t by 2 is nothing but 0 to pi, V naught is nothing but Vm sin omega t for period 0 to pi, and for pi to 2 pi the output is 0. It means t by 2 to t is output is 0. So, I am writing here pi to 2 pi 0 d omega t by t is nothing but 2 pi. So, this factor will become 0. What will be the value of VDC? VDC is equal to 0 to pi Vm upon 2 pi. I will integrate this sin omega t with respect to omega t. So, I will get minus cos omega t and integrate this from 0 to pi. Cos pi is minus 1, cos 0 is minus 1. So, I will get here Vm upon 2 pi minus of cos pi minus cos 0. So, this will be equal to Vm upon 2 pi, cos pi is minus 1, cos 0 is 1. So, you will get VDC is nothing but Vm upon pi. Similarly, we can find the DC value of the current. For finding the DC value of current, you can see from this circuit that I am finding the DC value across this load resistance. So, what will be the value of DC value of the DC value of the current? Once I have find the value of DC voltage, then what will be the value of IDC? IDC is nothing but VDC by this resistance, VDC by R. So, what will be the value of IDC? IDC is nothing but VDC by R. Or if you want to draw the output waveform or DC waveform or current waveform, output current waveform, then the output current waveform will have the same shape of the same shape as it is the output voltage waveform, but the maximum amplitude will differ. Here the maximum amplitude is Vm, but in case of current, maximum amplitude will be Im, and this Im is nothing but Vm by R. So, you can see that I am dividing this maximum voltage by some positive value. So, what will be the value? The Im will be the maximum amplitude of the current will be smaller than the maximum value of the voltage. In this way you can write, similarly you can write the value of this VDC, I have find the value of VDC is nothing but Vm by pi. So, I will write here Vm by pi into R. Vm by R is nothing but Im. So, what will be the value of IDC? IDC is nothing but Im upon pi. This is the mathematical expression for DC current of the half wave rectifier. Now, come to the RMS value. RMS value or RMS value in terms of voltage or current, any parameter I can find. So, what will be the value of RMS value? For finding the RMS value of the voltage or current, it is clear that RMS is nothing but root mean square. So, I am finding the RMS value of the output voltage. So, first of all I will square the output voltage, after that I will take the mean, after that I will take the root mean square. This is root mean square. So, first of all I will take square, after that I will take mean, after that I will take root. So, how will I write V naught square, after that I have to take mean. For taking the mean, how will I take mean? This signal is defined for a one time period for 0 to pi, 0 to t, t is nothing but 2 pi. So, I am writing here upon 2 pi integrating from 0 to 2 pi d omega t. Now, I have to take root. For taking the root, I will put this ki power 1 by 2. So, you can define here the output is defined only for 0 to pi, for pi to 2 pi you are getting the output 0. So, I am writing here 0 to pi Vm square sin square omega t plus pi to 2 pi 0 d omega t zero, this is d omega t upon two pi की power half. I am writing here 1 by 2 pi. I have written the expression for V naught. V naught is nothing but Vm sin omega t for 0 to pi, and for pi to 2 pi it is 0. So, this factor will become 0, and now you can write this. This is nothing but 1 by 2 pi 0 to pi. So, Vm square I am taking the root. So, I am writing this out. So, I am writing this here. Vm upon 2 pi 0 to pi sin square omega t d omega t की power half. So, for solving this sin square omega t, I can break this Vm square upon 2 pi 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2 integrating from 0 to pi d omega t की पावर half. So this factor will become 0. Vm square upon 2 pi into 2. So I am writing here 2 into 2 pi 0 to pi d omega t minus 0 to pi cos 2 omega t d omega t की power half. So this factor will become 0 after integration. You will get Vm square upon 4 pi d omega t. I will integrate this d omega t with the d omega t. What will I get? We will get omega t integrating from taking limit from 0 to pi. So pi will be cancelled out, so you will get Vm by 2. This is nothing but RMS voltage, Vrms. Similarly, you can find the value of IRMS. IRMS is nothing but Im by 2. Im is nothing but Vm by R. So you will get Im by 2. So in this way we can find the RMS and DC value of voltage and current for any waveform. Next parameter is ripple factor. Ripple factor is denoted by gamma. So for defining the ripple factor, we can define the ripple factor in terms of form factor, or you can say form factor square minus 1. What is ripple factor and what information gives the ripple factor? Ripple factor just gives the information that the how many ripples are present at the output of the rectifier waveform. So if the ripple factor is less, it means the rectifier is more efficient for converting the AC signal into the DC signal. So this, if the ripple factor is less, if the ripple factor is high, it means the greater number of AC components are present at the output of rectifier circuit. So form factor is nothing but form factor DC value upon RMS value. DC value I have already found. DC is nothing but Vm upon pi. RMS is nothing but form factor is nothing but RMS upon RMS value upon DC value. RMS value is nothing but Vm by 2, that I have already found. DC value is nothing but Vm upon pi. So this value is pi by 2. So this value will be equal to pi is 3.14. So you will get 1.57. So what will be the value of form factor? Ripple factor. Ripple factor gamma is equal to 1.57 square minus 1. After solving this, you will get gamma is equal to 1.21. So when this, it means that 1.21, gamma is 1.21 or ripple factor is 1.21. If I convert this in percentage, then it means 121% AC components or ripples are present at the output of half wave rectifier. It means the number of AC components are greater, it means the half wave rectifier is not efficient for converting the AC signal into the DC signal. This information can be get from the efficiency of the half wave rectifier. So, if the efficiency of the half wave rectifier is high, it means the half wave rectifier is efficient in converting the AC signal into the DC signal. So, if the efficiency is high, it means the conversion from AC to DC signal is good. So, next parameter is efficiency. Efficiency is denoted by eta. Efficiency is nothing but output upon input. So, what is the output? Output is DC output value upon RMS input value. So, DC output value upon RMS So, what will be the DC output value? The DC output value will be taken from this. So, what the load resistances are. So, the DC output value in terms of power. So, what will be the PDC? PDC is nothing but P is equal to I square R. So, DC output power you can write here upon AC input power, if there is any confusion, upon AC input power. So, DC output power, what will be the DC output power? I DC square into the resistance R. I am taking the output across the load resistance R. So, I have considered here the load resistance R upon AC input power. What will be the AC input power? In case of AC input power, I have to take the RMS value of the current. So, if I am considering this circuit, suppose, so what will be the input power? So, in this case, if I consider the forward resistance of the diode is RF, then the output AC RMS value or AC input power will be IRMS square multiplied by this plus this resistance, because if I consider the forward resistance of the diode, then this diode will be connected in the series with this load resistance. So, the output the DC output so the AC input power will be IRMS square multiplied by RF plus R. Now, you can ignore the forward resistance of the diode, because the forward resistance of the diode is very less as compared to the load resistance. So, I can ignore here by considering RF is less than R. So, I can write this equation I DC square R upon IRMS square RF plus R. So, I have ignored this RF. So, I will consider only R. R will be cancelled out by this. RMS DC value is Vm upon pi. So, I will write here, DC value of current is Im upon pi. So, I will write here Im square upon pi square upon IRMS is Im by 2. So, I will write here Im square by 4. So, this will be equal to 4 by pi square. So, when you will calculate this value, you will get 0.4056. It means if I convert this into the percentage, then I will get eta. Here I have find that eta is 0.405. If I find the percentage efficiency of the half wave rectifier, then you will see that the efficiency of half wave rectifier is only 40.5%. Percentage efficiency is 40.5%. It means the half wave rectifier is only 40.5% efficient in converting the AC signal into the DC signal. Now, come to the last parameter, that is ripple frequency. What will be the ripple frequency? Ripple frequency is nothing but the output frequency. So, I have to find the output frequency or ripple frequency in terms of input frequency. So, I have already considered that the input signal is this 0 pi 2 pi, that this axis was omega t. So, output was I was getting the 0 output for this. So, how will I define the output frequency for this rectifier circuit? From the time period I will define the frequency. So, for the input, what is the time period for this signal? The time period for this signal is the time period for this signal is 2 pi, or you can say the time period of the input signal is, if I consider the time period for input signal is Ti, then this is 2 pi. Same for the, if I consider the output time period for the output signal is T naught, then T naught is equal to 2 pi. So, you can you know that the relation between frequency and time period is inversely related to each other. The frequency and time period of the signal is inversely related to each other. So, for finding the value of Fi, F naught is nothing but F naught upon Fi is nothing but Ti by T naught. So, the value of Ti is 2 pi upon 2 pi. So, what will be the ripple frequency? Ripple frequency F naught is equal to Fi. Ripple frequency is same as the input frequency. Now, the last parameter is peak inverse voltage. So, peak inverse voltage is nothing but the maximum voltage across the diode when diode is in non-conducting state. When the diode is in non-conducting state, the circuit for the half wave rectifier is the right side of the circuit is this, the complete circuit was like this. That was the AC signal, AC means. So, here I have applied the input. So, when the diode is in non-conducting state, you have to find the voltage across the diode. The definition says that the maximum voltage peak inverse voltage is the maximum voltage across the diode when diode is in non-conducting state. Though when the diode is non-conducting state, it means it will be reverse bias. So, I will remove this, or it will behave as an open circuit. So, in this case, the negative positive voltage is there, you have to find the peak inverse voltage across these two terminals. When you will apply the KVL across these two terminals, you will get peak inverse voltage is nothing but the input voltage. So, the definition says that the maximum voltage across the diode, what is the maximum voltage? Vi maximum. Vi maximum is nothing but as I told you that PIV is nothing but Vi. So, Vi is nothing, the definition says that the maximum voltage across the diode when diode is in non-conducting state. So, what is the maximum voltage? Maximum voltage is so these are the parameters that you have to find for half wave as well as full wave rectifier. So, this is all about the half wave rectifier of the in the diode applications. Thank you.